And today, man, I got one of the brothers that's doing so much for the CHH community behind the scenes. Brilliant marketing mind, one of the dopest organizers, A&Rs, curators that does a lot for the community. We got the homie from Reflection Music Group, Doc Watson.
I don't need nothing else. Every time I'm with you, yo, it's something else. It's a fact, and it's nothing else. Got your hand out, you don't even need the help. Ooh, I don't need nothing else. Every time I'm with you, yo, it's something else. It's a fact, and it's nothing else. Got your hand out, you don't even need the help. Ooh, that's right. I don't need nothing else. That's right.
Kingstream Entertainment.
Hey, yo, what's going on? It's Ruslan with KingstreamENT.com. This channel exists to encourage, empower, inspire you to live out God's dream. I got one of my favorite people, one of my favorite music friends that I talk to on the regular. Apparently he doesn't really watch my videos like that because he just botched that intro. But ladies and gentlemen, we got Doc Watson in the house. How you feeling?
So he actually plays the intro in the show.
Everything is live.
Yeah, I thought everything that was live. A thing where he
Can we get you a little closer to the mic though?
Yeah,
there we go. There you go, man. How you feeling, bro?
Yeah, man. Yeah, Ruslan and I, a lot of folks don't know it, but we're both, we both hail from San Diego.
San Diego.
You know what I'm saying? So that's my hometown. Proud of it. And now Nashville.
Yeah, I feel like I get like a extra favor from you because we're both from San Diego.
Yeah, I love y'all. That's like it always bothered me back when I didn't really know you. I was like, man, I gotta know that guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm from that's my city.
And we met at Mike Mack's conference for the first time in person. We were on a panel together, me, you, and I think Chad Horton. It was like the San Diego panel. It was dope.
We met briefly one time way before that during South by 2000.
Yeah.
I
was
remember that
real
brief.
Yeah, so for people who don't know who you are, I mean, I already said it. You are co-president of Reflection Music Group?
Yeah, so I guess my role is really the CEO, but I'm part owner. Derek and I own it together.
Okay.
So just for those of you that
Derek
don't know,
Minor.
Right, Derek Minor and myself, we run it together. It's really ran as we cooperate a lot through a lot of the process. There's some things I do more and things he does more, but when it comes to big decisions and things of that nature, yeah. And that's Amplify, Light, RMG booking, and some new things we're getting ready to launch next year. You know what I'm saying? We're looking to get into administration, publishing administration, music services. A lot of people just don't have it, and they're losing out on a lot of money. So we're like, well, let's help. But let's find a way to motivate ourselves to help. Yeah.
So you already said it. You're originally from San Diego, background in the military. You started out as a producer.
Yep.
And now you guys run this, I don't want to, count your pockets, but multiple six-figure record label.
Yeah, we've.
He said, "Oh yeah."
Yeah. Not all in 1 year. We've gotten there over time, but it's growing a lot. Since being an Empire, man, it's been great. You know what I'm saying? We've been able to really expand, and guys, he was really good to us. We can build sub-labels. So every artist you see dropping with us is built as a sub-label. So like we got the Thizzle record. He's his own label. We're supporting his label. So the vision was to grow and continuously grow veteran artists and then emerging artists. I think some artists thought, well, if I sign, it'll just expand me in general, but you have to have something going on. You know what I'm saying? And the thought process was, it came from Apple. I went to Apple about 2 years ago, and one of the main curators was like, Doc, man, we love, we've met Lecrae, we've met Derek. That's it. We want to meet more artists. We feel like it's a stronger impression, if we see a movement. And you and I were just talking about how there tends to be a pettiness or kind of a hungry hippo factor where you're just trying to take all the little joints. And I think what our culture hasn't really discovered yet is that, or for some of us, that if you work together, that doesn't mean you have to give up everything. It just means if we work together, it shows a movement, it shows momentum, and that interests people a lot more than solo dolo.
I feel like one of the values you reflected, one of the values I feel like I'm taking on from you and I'm learning from you, is this value of where many people, and I don't know if you've actually articulated this, but like where many people see competition.
Yeah.
I feel like you and Derek specifically see community and collaboration.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we still compete. I mean, I think it's healthy to compete. We definitely have been, challenged to compete. But I think having more people to compete with, so it's like helping create your own competitors, And I think that keeps everybody pushing harder.
Yeah.
But then there's guys like you that also have been building. Like I have a lot of respect for what you built over the years. You're like Ruslan, for y'all that don't know, is really low key one of the dopest A&Rs. He's brought out some of the greatest talent.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, one of the greatest talents. Some of the greatest talents in the game. You know what I'm saying? Have come through your situation, whatever it
Cannon's
was.
calling me. Should we answer it?
Yeah.
Hey, man, you crashed in my interview with Doc Watson. We're recording this. I'm posting this on YouTube because you really should be here to get interviewed next. But you're calling the interview in the middle of the interview.
You
What's
can't
up,
even
bro?
be here on my birthday, bro.
Man, what room y'all on, man? Where y'all at? I don't even know where y'all at.
We in the elite suites, bro.
313.
313 in the place to be. I'm on my way.
Like you're at the hotel or you're on your way to the hotel?
No, I'm here already. I
Oh,
just need
okay.
to figure out what room y'all at.
All right, cool. We getting a Cannon interview, ladies and gentlemen.
Nice.
Man, I really appreciate that. I learned so much from you as well. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks,
And I think you're one of the key people in my life that has spoke that and encouraged that and pulled that more and more out of me and affirmed that. And again, that is just something that in the music business,
Right.
unfortunately, there isn't a lot of affirmation. There isn't a lot of, bro, you're doing a great job, man. Like,
Right.
is there anything we could work on together?
Yeah.
And I just feel like you and Derek champion that, and it is so refreshing to the point where, I mean, you guys are, again, not to count your pockets, but
Right.
y'all are losing money on stuff like South by Southwest Showcase sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, you
know
know,
what I'm saying?
it's the first couple of years we lost some money, you know, but I think this year will be a little different. But
And for y'all don't know, I didn't even cut the camera to you. For y'all that don't know, South by Southwest, big music festival. You guys hosted a stage there. This is I did two with you. Did you do one before that?
no, we did too. The idea was, you know, there was a lot of people saying, man, we want to get downtown. We just want to exist down there. I think it was just more for being in the place, and so I just took on the challenge, and it was a lot of work, but I was like, I got to get us down there.
Yeah.
One of the things that I think we really have to start thinking about is being builders, right? So you have all these festivals that were here before I came, like Flavor Fest, Legacy, that the Christian culture was doing, and there's other festivals happen like A3C, this and that.
Which is where we're at now. You guys
Right.
are also a sponsor of this A3C thing. Yeah.
Both nights. And Reaches too. And the thing is what people haven't really figured out is that the reason we don't grow is because we cap out. So it used to be that if you could headline Flavor Fest, you made it, right? It's like, and that is a good thing for some people. But at some point in time, you have to move beyond that. So there was a time where that was cool for Derek, and then Derek was like, man, I'm doing this. And then Cannon was excited. There was times when, Breach headlined the whole thing one year. But you got to let other artists come in and now headline it. And then another artist, it should be a process. You know what I'm saying?
Can you let Cannon in for me?
Yeah.
Cannon crashed into the podcast. We're going to get him in as well. What's up, bro? What's up, man? Thank you for coming, bro. Did you get some food?
Nah, man.
You ain't get no food? God bless you, bro.
Came straight over. Hi,
Mom. So let's talk about where music is right now.
Yeah.
So we have these conversations off the record all the time. That's why I was like, I got to get Doc on.
Yeah, we always talk about what's going on
and what's happening right now. And I'm gonna be very careful and delicate on how I talk about this. Okay. We went through a golden era, in my opinion.
We did.
2010-ish to 2015-ish, there was iTunes. And all you had to do was figure out how to get everybody to pre-order your album on iTunes, and then based on a single or two, and off of that record, you could, some cats was coming out selling 1,000, some cats were coming out selling 5,000, some cats were selling out 10,000. And I caught the end of that. We caught the end of that with Belief's record. I had a record in 2004. We sold 600 copies.
Yeah, y'all had some records go through there that were crazy.
And I think the most we sold was 3,500 first week or something like that. That was the most.
Which is top 5.
Yeah, this is towards the end of 2015.
Yeah.
But 2015, 2016 hit, and this golden era that we didn't really know we was in, where you could do a record and maybe you have 1 or 2 singles, right? And then people just, it's Christian music. I'm just going to buy the whole album, right? All of a sudden, Spotify and Apple Music hit, and you just basically got the whole record up front for $9.99 a month, as many records as you wanted.
Yeah, as much time,
Yeah, and what happened was it shifted to instead of, oh, I got 2 hot songs, the right cosign, the right look, I could drop a record, sell 5,000 copies. So now you could drop a record and sell 500 copies or 100 copies. But what matters is the replay value, and is your audience going to come back to that record?
Right.
So what I see is it hurt financially. It hurt. I think it hurt everybody.
It hurt everybody across the board.
Yeah.
No one was.
No one was excited about streaming when it first started.
No executive in the game was excited.
Yeah.
People lost jobs. The industry took a major hit, and it took a hit before. Like, so for those of you guys that haven't been in music long, or and by long, I'm not saying 5 years, 10 years. I mean, like, go back to 15 when I was out hustling CDs on the streets, and you had to, like, that was your way of making money. And then it went into downloads, and for me it was good because I wasn't getting distribution, but for the people that were getting distribution, that was like the golden era because they were making
no overhead with digital.
But there was also, for those that were selling CDs, they were selling CDs for up to $20. Remember when they got that high? $18.99 for a CD.
Yeah.
But they were making them for 80 cents. So they just have money flowing. Like, imagine all the money they were making. So there was, like, I was in radio at the time, and you could call a care package in, which was like product, and I would get crates of product. And so then the download thing happened, and it changed, and the internet was kind of almost caught up to it.
Yeah.
I felt like the internet took a little longer to catch up.
And it was really Steve Jobs and iTunes that forced the major labels and the record labels to catch up to it.
Yeah, you're right. They were the ones that were like, just even technology in general, transferring files, because you couldn't download, a 50 gig file or 50 milli, whatever. I'm tired, so I'm not gonna say this
You're
right,
good,
but
bro.
Yeah, megabyte file. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was. I mean, remember Dropbox came out? That was the savior. Like, you couldn't even transfer files. Like, so going from that to streaming.
Yeah.
Like, was
we all took a hit and we was all feeling it.
We had just figured out.
We just figured out how to sell digital downloads.
Yeah, like, we just had 10,000 first week with Empire. Like, that was the last time that was going to happen for us. And we just, like, Cannon was at 5,000, like, an album. We had Daraj and Coop that we dropped in. They did 2,500. And for us, we were catching up. We were figuring it out. And then, and streaming, the tools weren't there yet. The confidence wasn't there. No one was paying attention to Spotify really yet. Nobody was talking about that. And Apple hadn't dropped their music. But I knew before Reflection came out that Apple was dropping the Apple Music. I had to sign a waiver statement. And I knew about it about 6 months before. And we tried to beat the drop. But we came in just behind it. We were on E1. And Reflection sold 5,000 versus 10,000 because streaming started. And if you remember, Apple Music was automatically directing you to Apple Music. Remember, that's when the
that was the worst because you click a link and they go to Apple Music. I'm like, no, this is just send people to pre-order the iTunes version.
And fans didn't want to buy Apple Music. They were like, "What? We can't buy the record." Yeah. So it was rough, man.
Thank the holy trio. I feel like CEO. I'm about to live my dream. I don't glow, I beam. My price just went way up. But I'm free, my price just went way up. Yeah, but I'm free. My girl hot like Cheetos. Jeans straight from Puerto Rico. Ay, a homeboy just be the chemo. And Jesus still be the hero. Yeah, scheme, but I keep it on the D-Lo. My city feel like Primos. Every day feel like opening day. And I used to feel like B-roll.